And for the latest DD India correspondent, Ravi Dhiman joins us from the pilgrim city of Ayodhya. Ravi, take us through first the mega infrastructure projects set to be launched by Prime Minister later today.
Well, Shubhendu, I'm standing in one of them. This is the terminal building of the Maharishi Valmiki International Airport here at Ayodhya city. This is a greenfield airport built by the Airport Authority of India. And if you see, something like this would have been next to impossible even to think of a few years back. But given the infrastructure push of the NDA government led by the Prime Minister, this is a reality. And a giant step, a giant leap in terms of infrastructure facilities for many tourists and visitors who will throng to this temple city in days, months and years to come. This is an entirely new greenfield airport built by the Airport Authority of India. And if you see, it can handle around 600 passengers during peak hours. This is just the phase one that we are talking of. And after that, after the expansion plans are put in place, it will be able to handle much more a rush of tourists, which the government think will happen in a few months' time, few years' time after the pilgrim rush, the footfall here increases. Apart from this, Prime Minister will inaugurate many civic projects and other projects for the city of Ayodhya. He'll lay foundation stone, dedicate many projects which will make Ayodhya truly a tourist-friendly city, a city where the tourists and the pilgrims will have access to basic amenities, where they will have access to most modern amenities, and slowly the capability of this city to handle tourists and inbound pilgrims will increase and match that of any other major pilgrim destination in India.
Ravi, you've been in Ayodhya for the past few days. Give us a sense of the transformation that the erstwhile small town is undertaking now in the run-up, of course, to the Ram Temple.
These infrastructure projects, as I told you, it was completely unthinkable a few years back. And this is just one example of the transformation the city is witnessing. It's a historic city with its own culture, and it has its own religious and cultural importance for many Indians, millions of Indians in fact. And this city is now slowly, realizing that it can become a major tourist hub also. It is close to realizing its true potential as a tourist city, as a pilgrim city in North India. And we've been through to the city. Viewers have seen the glimpse of the new railway station, the renovated railway station, which has been renamed now, which also will be inaugurated by the Prime Minister. All these facilities have been ramped up in past few years to make tourists and pilgrims who will throng to this city, make them feel at home, make them give them access to most modern amenities. Apart from these two, connectivity infrastructure, the city itself is going through a major transformation phase. We've been through many places in the city. We have seen many projects which are going. You call it road widening projects or sewage projects. They are going on a very fast and rapid pace, so that in times to come, this city can handle the rush of pilgrims, the rush of international tourists on our way to the airport and on our way to the railway station. We saw many new hotels which were coming up, which are under construction, and they are, trying to rapidly close the construction and start working so that they can cater to the rush of pilgrims here.
And Ravi, since you're at the airport, a little more details about the features. You mentioned it's a greenfield airport, means it's sort of built from the scratch. What kind of connectivity options will it provide to international pilgrims wanting to come to Ayodhya?
Well, it is an international airport, Shubhendu, and we are seeing the detailed plan of the terminal building, the ATC tower, the fire station. It is a very modern greenfield airport. Right now, it can handle 8 aircrafts on the apron. It can handle around 600 passengers during peak hours with the annual capacity of 10 lakh passengers. It has 2 conveyor belts and 4 vehicular lanes on the city side. It's built on around 6,600 square meters. But this is just the phase 1 which has been completed. If we talk about phase 2 and phase 3, the capacity will increase manyfold because the government of UP and the center anticipate that the tourist rush will increase in years to come as more and more visitors and more pilgrims from national and international destinations, they'll come to visit the Ram temple, they'll come to visit the city of Ayodhya to get a glimpse of this historic city which has its own religious and cultural importance for millions of Indians. The rush will only increase, so the detailed plans have been made accordingly, and so that it can be expanded in times to come, and the work will carry on. The work will go on for phase 2, phase 3, so that when the anticipated rush really happens, the airport and the terminal buildings are ready to handle that rush. And the terminal inside boasts of most modern amenities. It's just like an international airport. It's been built by Airports Authority of India. The authority will manage the airport as well. And on the outside architecture is inspired by the Ram temple, which is coming up in this town. It has 12 small domes, 1 large dome. And on and all, when the visitor will come here, walk through these gates in the terminal building, they'll have a glimpse of modern amenities in this historical city. And the first experience when they land in Ayodhya will really be a memorable one. The entire trip, they would think, is a memorable one.
It certainly looks like that.
Start
right.
With a very welcome step here at the International Airport Terminal at Maharishi International Airport. Yeah.
All right, Ravi, thanks very much for those updates. We'll keep coming back to you as Prime Minister's engagement begin.